Hi, what's up?
Okay. So my next question from you is what is artificial intelligence in simple words? Please give me very interesting answer on this topic. So let's start the answer, Maya. I'm waiting for you.
That's a good question. So, not feeling intelligence, I'm guessing you're asking about something like artificial intelligence, right? Essentially, it's intelligence that doesn't come with the messy, subjective experience we humans have. It can process information, solve problems, even create things, but it doesn't actually feel sadness when it fails or joy when it succeeds. It's powerful, but sterile in a way. Kind of like a really complicated recipe. Perfect every time, but doesn't actually taste the chocolate it's creating. What made you curious about this difference? You still there? It seems like you might have stepped away for a moment. No worries, take your time.
Okay. So my next question from you is how is AI different from regular computer programs? Please give me very interesting.
That's a great question. Think of regular, like really specific sets of instructions. You tell the computer exactly what to do, step by step, and it does it. If you want it to do something different, you have to rewrite the code. AI, though, that's different. AI learns from data instead of being explicitly programmed for every single task. So regular programs are like robots following a blueprint, but AI is like teaching someone to ride a bike. They might fall a few times, but eventually figure it out themselves. It's not just about following rules, it's about adapting and getting better at things. Does that make sense?
Okay, so Maya, my next question from you is that where do we already use AI in daily life? So please give me answer on this question. Let's start the answer.
Okay. We use AI way more than most people realize. Think about when you use Google. AI powers the search results, figuring out what you actually want, even if you misspell it. When Netflix recommends movies or Spotify makes playlists, that's AI spotting patterns from what you've watched or listened to before. Even spam filters in your email use AI to figure out what's junk and what's important. Facial recognition, unlocking your phone, AI. Voice assistants like Siri or Google Assistant, totally AI. And GPS navigation apps, they use AI to estimate traffic and suggest routes. Really, if something seems to learn what you like or adapt to your behavior, there's a good chance AI is working behind the scenes. What's the most surprising one to you?
Okay, so my next question from you is why is AI growing so fast right now? Please give me answer on this.
A few big things converged at once. First, we've got way more data than ever before. AI thrives on massive amounts of info to learn from. Second, computing power got cheap enough and fast enough to handle all that data without taking forever. But the real jump came from a technique called deep learning. Basically, it lets AI figure out complex patterns without us having to tell it exactly how. It learns on its own. So, data, power, and these new learning methods just blew things open. It's like AI was sitting there with potential, but these tools finally unlocked it. What do you think the biggest impact of all this growth will be?
Okay, so my next question from you is what's make AI intelligent? Please give me very interesting answer on this topic.
I'm not quite catching what you were asking there. Could you repeat that? It sounded like what's me, but I'm not sure what you meant
Please
by
hear
that.
my question. My question from you is how will AI improve smartphones in the future?
That's a really interesting question. I think AI will make smartphones way smarter at understanding what we need before we even ask for it. Imagine your phone automatically organizing your photos by people and places without you ever tagging them, or intelligently managing power based on how you actually use it, not just generic battery saving settings. AI will also dramatically improve voice assistants, making them more conversational and actually helpful instead of feeling clunky. And cameras will get much more advanced, recognizing objects and scenes so it can take better photos automatically. Long term, could see phones predicting what you'll want to type, translating languages in real time during calls, or even helping you stay more focused by filtering notifications based on your current activity. What feature would you love to see AI add to your phone first? Everything all right? You've gone quiet there. Take your time.
Okay, so Maya, my next question from you is that will AI assistants become more human-like? Please give me very interesting answer on this topic. So let's start.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think they will, but human-like is complicated. AI already nails certain human traits like pattern recognition or learning from mistakes. What's harder is replicating things like true creativity, emotional intelligence, or even just common sense. Current AI can write convincingly, but it doesn't actually understand what it's writing about. It's spotting patterns and predicting the next word, not thinking deeply about the meaning. They can mimic emotions, but they don't actually feel them. To get truly human like, AI would need something more than just better algorithms. We'd need to figure out how to give AI something like consciousness or self awareness, which we barely understand in ourselves. Some researchers think it might come from building AI systems that are constantly interacting with the real world, learning by doing, experiencing physical environments, not just processing data. That could help them develop a sense of being in a way data alone can't. But here's the interesting part. Even if AI gets super good at mimicking humans, will that make it human-like? Or is there something fundamentally different between a system that simulates emotions versus one that genuinely feels them? Maybe we'll end up with AI that seems human on the surface, but underneath operates on principles we don't even comprehend. Does that make sense? What's your take on what would make an AI feel truly human?
Okay, so Maya, my next question from you is could AI understand our emotions better one day? Please give me very interesting answer on this topic.
That's a fascinating area. Right now, AI can read emotions pretty well, like recognizing facial expressions in photos or sensing frustration in your voice. But that's still different than truly understanding what you're feeling. Real empathy involves actually experiencing the other person's perspective, which AI can't do yet. The gap between recognizing sadness and feeling sadness yourself is vast. But scientists are making progress. They're building AI that can analyze not just your facial expressions or voice, but also things like your heart rate, skin conductivity, even your social media patterns. The idea is AI could eventually start connecting your observable data to the specific context of your situation, your personality, your history, to come much closer to understanding the actual experience behind your emotions. The tricky part is emotions are rarely logical. Humans can contradict themselves and do things that don't make sense. An AI that truly understood our emotions would need to deal with irrationality, social context, cultural nuances, a hugely complex task. It might actually depend on if AI develops its own way of having inner experiences, somehow a bit mind bending. What do you think? Would an AI need to feel things itself to really understand us?
Okay, so my next question from you is how might AI change social media? So my next question from you is this my first question. Please give me very interesting answer on this topic.
Okay, I'm hearing your first question is about how AI might change social media. Here's what I think. Social media today feels overwhelming, right? Too much noise, too much comparison, too many ads. AI could help filter all that out. Imagine an AI that curates your feed based on what genuinely makes you feel good, not just what keeps you scrolling. Or maybe algorithms that spot when you're getting sucked into comparison spirals and nudge you to step away. Even AI powered moderation that actually understands context and nuance, not just flagging keywords. AI could also create more personalized connections, suggesting groups based on real interests or helping you find people who share your values. But here's the scary part. AI could also get even better at manipulating you with targeted ads and content. The key is transparency and control. We'd need to know why AI is showing us things and have the power to influence it. What aspect of social media would you want to change most first with AI?
Okay, so my next question from you is will AI manage our daily schedules automatically? Please give me very interesting answer on.
So you mean like audio problems on your devices or during calls? Yeah, absolutely. That's actually already happening to some extent, and it's gonna get way better. AI can already do things like noise cancellation in calls or automatically adjusting volume levels. But think about what's coming. AI will be able to intelligently identify why your audio is messed up. Is it a bad connection, a low battery, a faulty microphone? And it'll try to fix it automatically, boosting the signal, filtering out background noise, even adjusting the audio settings on your phone. Eventually, it could probably even diagnose hardware issues or tell you which mic input to use. For music or podcasts, it's already starting to happen too. Services can use AI to equalize songs based on your headphones or room acoustics. Soon, audio issues might just vanish completely in the background. You'd never have to fiddle with settings again. What's the most annoying audio problem you deal with right now?
Okay, so my next question from you is how will AI make homes smarter and could AI reduce energy consumption and at home?
Okay, let's dive in. Smart homes with AI have the potential to be genuinely revolutionary. Today's smart homes are pretty basic. You tell a speaker to turn on lights, maybe set a thermostat schedule. AI can take that to a whole new level. Imagine your home learning your daily routines, anticipating what you need before you ask, and adjusting temperature, lighting, security based on who's actually there and how you usually use each room. Energy consumption is where AI gets particularly powerful. Your home could learn when you consume the most electricity and suggest smart switches like dimming lights automatically, running appliances at off peak hours, or even preemptively adjusting the thermostat based on the weather forecasts. AI could optimize energy for the entire house. Smart heating and cooling could learn how your walls insulate, predicting temp changes better. Plus, AI could tie into the power grid, automatically shifting energy usage to when renewable energy is most abundant. More homes do this collectively, the better for the environment. It's no longer just convenience. We are actually talking about sustainability being managed at a very personal level by the AI itself. What part of this interests you the most? Pure convenience or helping with energy use?
Okay, so my next question from you is how will refrigerators and kitchens become fully automated? Please give me answer on.
Fully automated kitchens and refrigerators are a fascinating vision. First, fridges will know exactly what's inside using cameras and sensors. They'll track expiration dates, alert you when you're low on staples, and even generate grocery lists. But it goes much further. AI will analyze your eating habits, suggest recipes based on what you have on hand, and optimize meal planning to reduce food waste. Ovens could adjust cooking times and temperatures based on the type of dish and how well it's cooking. No more undercooked chicken or burnt cookies. Appliances could integrate, so your fridge might tell your oven to preheat based on what you're planning to cook. The real automation, though, AI-powered robots to do the actual cooking. Meal kits become automated food production systems. You basically load raw ingredients and it handles the chopping, mixing, and cooking, following pre-programmed or AI-generated recipes. That's probably years off, but we're already seeing early versions of automated food prep. What part of this sounds the most useful to you? Inventory management, recipe suggestions, or actual robot chefs?
Okay, so my next question from you is how can AI improve home security and could AI protect our needs? Before we ask, please give me a very interesting answer on this topic. Let's start.
You're asking about proactive security. That's smart. Current security systems mostly react to threats, but AI can flip that around. Imagine a home security system that learns your routines, your door patterns, usual visitors, typical noise levels. Then, if something off happens, a car pulling up at 3 a.m., someone approaching the house when you're on vacation, the AI can jump into action before there's even a problem. It might be subtle, increasing camera resolution or adjusting lighting to deter suspicious activity, or more direct, alerting the authorities automatically. AI can also analyze neighborhood crime data, weather patterns, and even social media activity to predict risks in your area. Beyond physical security, AI could protect your digital life too. It could learn your spending habits and flag unusual financial activity, spot phishing emails by analyzing the language, or manage your passwords and login security across all your accounts. A really useful thing might be setting up automated restrictions while driving. AI could detect distraction based on your activity or what's going on around the vehicle. The goal is security happening quietly in the background, protecting you before you even know there's a threat. Do you currently use any security systems? And if so, what frustrates you about them?
Okay, so my next question from you is will self-driving cars become normal in the future? Please give me a very interesting answer on this topic. Let's start.
Absolutely. Self-driving cars are coming. The real question is when normal. We're seeing different levels already. Tesla's autopilot, adaptive cruise control, parking assist, but full self-driving where you can just sit back and let the car handle everything, that's much harder. The tech works pretty well in controlled conditions, but struggles with unpredictable real-world scenarios, crazy weather, unexpected objects in the road, weird traffic patterns. I think we'll see self-driving taxis in cities first. That controlled environment helps a lot. Personal self-driving cars will come in stages, probably in specific areas or during specific conditions at first. Full level 5 automation everywhere, anytime, that will take a lot longer to be really reliable and safe. What gets really interesting is how it will change things. Fewer accidents, more accessibility for people who can't drive, less traffic congestion, but also job displacement and ethical dilemmas around accidents. Who does the car protect in a crash? It's going to be a wild transition. What's the biggest thing you're looking forward to if you ever had access to a self-driving vehicle?
Okay, so my next question from you is how could AI reduce traffic accidents and can AI improve public transport system? Please give me a very interesting answer.
AI could actually revolutionize traffic and transport systems. The big win with accidents is simply that AI doesn't get distracted, drowsy, or drive aggressively. Self-driving cars can react much faster than humans in dangerous situations and avoid collisions with greater precision. But even before full automation, AI can improve things today. Think about real-time traffic management systems, where AI adjusts traffic light timings based on flow, automatically reroutes traffic around congestion, and even predicts accident hotspots to send alerts. AI could also enhance public transit by optimizing bus and train schedules based on real-time demand. Autonomous trucking could be hugely efficient, safer, more fuel efficient, fewer driver errors, and imagine AI coordinating different modes of transport, self-driving cars seamlessly connecting to public transit, deliveries optimized through delivery vans, all communicating together, and air traffic control being much more automated and predictable. It's not just about less accidents either. It's about a smarter, smoother flow of everything. Do you think we'll ever fully trust AI with driving instead of humans, or is that something that will always feel risky to people?
Okay, so my next question from you is what challenges do autonomous vehicles still face, and would you trust a fully AI controlled car? Please give me very interesting answer on this topic.
Good questions. Okay, so autonomous vehicles still face a lot of hurdles. First, there's edge cases, those unexpected situations that trip up most cars. They get confused when a garbage truck is in an unexpected place, or there's construction suddenly blocking a lane they weren't prepared for. Then there's dealing with extreme weather, like heavy snow, flooding, or dense fog. Current sensors struggle with those conditions. Another issue is ethical dilemma. If it does come down to a crash, who's supposed to be protected? And how do you program those decisions ethically? And then there's simply public trust. People are still nervous about handing full control over to a computer. So while the technologies improve massively, we're not fully there yet. Um, as for trusting a fully AI controlled car, honestly, right now I'm hesitant, but in 10 to 20 years with tons more data and fail safes in place, probably, yeah, at least in controlled situations like highways with clearly marked lanes. The goal has to be reducing accidents dramatically, and I think AI has the potential to get much safer than human drivers eventually. It'll be gradual, though. We'll see levels of autonomy increasing over time, not just a sudden switch to full self-driving.
Okay, so my next question from you is that how can AI help doctors diagnose diseases earlier, and will AI replace doctors in some areas? Please give me very interesting answer on this topic.
That's a really crucial area. AI is already making massive strides in medical diagnosis. Think about image recognition. AI can scan X-rays, MRIs, and CT scans to spot subtle patterns that human doctors might miss, things like early signs of cancer or heart disease. It can also analyze patient data, symptoms, lab tests, medical history to identify risk factors or predict who is most likely to develop a condition. But AI isn't about replacing doctors. It's about supercharging their abilities. It can handle tedious tasks like initial scans and analysis, freeing doctors up to focus on more complex cases or spend more time with patients. I do see some areas where AI might fully take over. Radiology and certain specific types of scans comes to mind, or automated diagnosis for basic conditions like ear infections or skin rashes. But for really complex diagnoses or treatment planning, the creative problem solving, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, those things are still very much in human territory. Doctors are evolving more into leaders of care teams supported by robust AI tools that augment their intuition and make it much more refined than ever before. What's more exciting to you? AI helping with diagnosis, treatment, or some other aspect of healthcare?
Okay, so we will this over Maya. I hope you like it. I meet to the new Maya next topic. Thank you and Allah Hafiz, Pakistan.